I wouldn't put anything past us. And that's the goal, is to get to the finals and win it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I'm your host, Paladino Joey, and with me is the People's Champ, Vince Germano.
Joey, I actually thought you'd moved to Australia the other day.
I was thinking about it. It was we're heading that way.
I saw a car. I was driving behind a car on the way home from work. On the left-hand side of the back windscreen, Minnesota Vikings sticker. Other side, Timberwolf sticker.
Oh my God! Oh, isn't that?
And I'm like, that can't be. Surely he hasn't moved to Australia, and he hasn't told me. But wasn't you? But at least there's someone out there like you. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, there you go.
It's probably bad. No, it's probably bad, right? No, I'm kidding. No, they're probably overly sensitive and like, oh my God, you can't say mean stuff about the Vikings and Timberwolves. Unfollow, right?
How's that, eh? There's all the way in Oz, you've got Vikings T-Wolves fans.
Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. Yeah, maybe I should have given him a business card. Yes, that'd be nice.
I couldn't catch him.
Mm-hmm. But as I rudely didn't even say the name of the show because I was so excited to get started. This is the Showtime and T-Wolves show. Yes, yes. Vince Germano is the Laker guy, and I am the T-Wolves guy. Paladino Joey here in Golden Valley, Minnesota. Vince Germano in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did I say it better?
You stuffed it the other night.
I stuffed it. Timberwolves explosion. Yeah, I said something like, it would have been like saying he's in Minnesota, Golden Valley. It would have been like, Joey.
You said Victoria was the city.
Yep, it's like, Joey. I do apologize.
It's all good, mate. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. So are we ready to do a little beer check? That's our little tradition on this show.
Certainly. I've got my usual brew if I have one in the afternoon. It's the Cascade Light from Tasmania.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good beer. So it's trusty. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's always very, very helpful to have something that's at least trusty.
It's pretty smooth and it doesn't bloat you. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
It's pretty popular here. So
I probably get bloated way too much. Me and my craft brew approach. For the record, since we haven't mentioned this on the last episode. It's been a while, and I do apologize. We'll talk about that in a second here. But there is no more Tallgrass as a sponsor. Nothing. They didn't get rid of me. I didn't get rid of them. It's just the guy got laid off, and his manager got laid off, and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do, and I was too busy and lazy to dig around to see if what's going on there or get a new one yet. So right now, I'm going local with Surly Hell. It's a lager, so kind of similar to that in a sense, but it's like a German lager from Surly, very close, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Extremely popular company and somebody that I would definitely not mind at all as a replacement if I was getting a new sponsor. Surly Brewing. Oh man, whew. Big time.
Nice.
It's very crisp, very nice after like mowing lawns or whatever, or just you could have it with anything. So it's good stuff.
Sounds good. You'll have to when I do visit Minnesota, we'll have to try all these different beers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Just like 8-bit.
You might not be able to keep up though.
That's the hard part, right? Oh, you mean
Aussies, we drink better than you blokes.
Yeah, I think I'd be kind of Kevin Martin like to your Pekovic in terms of strength. You know what I mean? Strength level. I'm like Kevin Martin, and you're like Pekovic.
Except I can hit a jump hook. That's the difference. So.
Yep, and you're not permanently, and you're not chronically injured forever, right?
I wouldn't go too far.
That son of a biscuit.
I wouldn't go too far.
I'm too mean. I hope you're not, right? I hope you're not. Yeah. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, Pekovic.
I love Peck. You got to ease up on Peck.
He's going. Yeah, I did give him a hard time on the show, Timberwolves Explosion, and on this show too, probably.
I've wanted to slap you of late.
Look at me ripping Garnett. Well, not ripping, but...
If I was flying to Minnesota, the minute I got off that plane and you picked me up from the airport, I'd slap you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just absolutely give you seeing two of a lifetime.
Kevin Garnett, the Johnny Flynn Memorial.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like Joey,
That
are
was
you serious?
bad.
It's because I owed him. And yes, Kevin Garnett's on the Timberwolves now. Obviously, you guys know that, but it's the first time we've talked about Kevin Garnett, the Timberwolf, on this show. So yeah, we apologize. The busy schedule and me, like, it's a combination of things. Like I mentioned on the other show, was like we'd either be real busy or maybe you're available and I'm available and I didn't say anything. So it's like,
well,
damn it.
we just works at, like most of us, works a pain in the butt, and we haven't even recorded my other show, the Courtside Podcast, that regular at the minute because my illustrious host Hank McCoy, he's absolutely flat knacker at work. So things happen. We got to work, pay the bills, and the cheese.
Yeah. Yep, getting our butts kicked. Yeah, same here. Been overtime and all that good stuff, and learning a new process. Almost broke my wrist. All that good stuff. I almost broke my wrist falling on the ice. I think I mentioned that one or two. Oh, it hurt. Oh yeah. And it's funny. Yeah, it's funny now that I'm healed. Hallelujah. But
no. If I was there and saw you fall, I would have.
It would be. Yeah, it would have probably been hilarious to watch. But I was grabbing her wrist, yelling, no. I was yelling it as loud as I can. Like, not crying in pain, just no, please. I was just about to go in to learn a new process, and really important, if I break my wrist, oh no, So thank you, Lord, that I'm not, that didn't happen. It still hurts, by the way, but the ribs are good. My wrist is kind of Pekovic-like, so, and I'm dead serious when I say that. It's been bad for about 15 years.
So does that mean you get the Johnny Flynn next week?
Yep. Because I've been missing all these games. I get the Johnny Flynn. You're like, Joey, we must begin, right?
Lucky we don't pay you.
Yeah, luckily I would have been in trouble by now, right?
See,
I would have gotten an occurrence for being late. That's what we call it. Oh, so there we go. We got our beer check in. Nice little catch up to, why we haven't been around. Again, we do apologize and hope you guys do love this show. It's something we deeply, deeply enjoy. In fact, this is actually my favorite show to record, to be quite honest. It is.
Yeah, well,
I have more fun.
I'm a quality individual, so.
Absolutely. Yep. And I have more fun doing this one than any other. So yeah, Purple Mafia is the hardest. But it's fun. Yeah. So onto our clubs: Lakers, Timberwolves. Maybe we can start with the Lakers if that's okay with you.
Fine with me, mate. Not too exciting, but we did beat your mob, which was just dumb on our part.
Is it time to tank?
Oh, for crying out loud! I mean, why did we need to beat the Timberwolves?
It is kind of funny, Yeah, we're like getting all pissed off at people as I jump ahead accidentally, but yeah, I'll get that's a little, that's a little hint to where we're heading much later.
I just don't get it. Like, be competitive for the whole game, but then just make a few sly subs or something. Take Lynn and Clarkson off and put Ellington at the point or something, and just stuff it up pretty much. I mean, do they want a top 5 pick or not?
Yeah, make it as subtle as possible, right? Yep. And I would think the Lakers really do want a top 5 pick. I know the Timberwolves. Well, even though we're always in the conversation every bleeping year, except last year because we competed. If that's competing, boy, I'd sure hate to see sucking, but no. I'm so mean. I'm just ripping everybody. But yeah, just like this can says, "Welcome to hell." That's kind of what it's like for both of the teams right now.
That's the Minnesota Timberwolves' new sponsor. Welcome to hell.
It's so perfect.
But it won't last for too long. I think you'll be climbing up the rankings a bit quicker than what we will be. But it's just hard to take. And when you're trying to tank not trying to tank, but when you're going after that top 5 pick that you need. I don't see the point of beating a team like the Timberwolves. I don't see the point of beating anyone. I wish we'd lose from here on out. But Wow.
Yeah, say under 20 wins, just barely.
Because we don't get another top pick. We don't get a first round in next draft. I think we've traded that away to Phoenix.
It's not protected
I
or
don't
anything?
think so. No. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Huh.
I don't even
those.
think we got it. So I think we might have just given it to them straight up. So.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's not looking good. So get that top 5 pick. It's, I do like. I love the way Clarkson's come along. So
He's doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, second round pick, traded for him, and I just look at things like that. Giving these young guys minutes. Got Randall to look forward to. I wish Randall was playing, but.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But there's some decent talent on that team. I love what Wayne Ellington's done this year. He finally comes to Lakers and learns how to play after struggling in Minnesota. That's a little dig at Minnesota.
Yeah, Wayne Ellington, Wes Johnson. Yep.
Both
of them.
Wes is all right. But yeah, you just look at things like that and positives like that. And I think Clarkson's massive part of the Lakers' future. So that's exciting.
Yeah, he just flew right through the Timberwolves late in that game yesterday. I was just watching it like, all right. And yeah, it's like we kind of want, we want to win because we're sick of losing like constantly. It just gets really old. But in a lot of ways too, in the development of the teams and such and the stage they're in, this is kind of a weird comparison, but I think it makes sense a little bit. It's like a bear with me type of thing. But it's almost like comparing the Vikings and Bears where, I know you're like, what the hell? But where like the Vikings are about 1 year ahead because, we have Wiggins, the Vikings have Bridgewater, and then the Bears are at the stage now where they're kind of, they need that star of the future. And the Lakers are hoping to get that in the draft this year. That's where I see the comparison.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, just 1 year difference. It's not like, anything more than
that.
Because
I'm not sure. I know Randall's going to be a good player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced he's a franchise guy, but I think he can be very, very good. I think, I'd want to get the next superstar or star in this draft, whether it be is it Cauley Stein or that shooting guard whose name escapes me at the minute.
D'Angelo Russell? Yeah, that's a name that a lot of mock drafts have the Timberwolves taking at 2. I'm not sure quite yet where we're headed on that.
Not sure
that
why
would be
you guys would take him when you've got Levine, Muhammad, and Wiggins. So, hey, but I would love to get Muhammad off you blokes. Would love to get Muhammad. Love Shabazz.
I could see something like that happening, as sad as it sounds, just because, the old, I used to rant about for years on the other show, there's too many players that play the same position. I used to always say that, because David Kahn would take the same, we used to have 1 million wings, I think, yeah. We used to have 1 million wings, and, it was kind of like going to Buffalo Wild Wings with the Timberwolves. They might as well call us that. But, okay, I'm sorry. But, yeah, we're kind of headed that same direction again, but at least these are good this time. It's not like Wayne Ellington, Wayne Ellington, what am I saying? Wesley Johnson, Ryan Gomes is a small forward. There's 1 million guys. They're all good enough to warrant minutes, but nobody's like, oh, yes, there we go. Franchise changer where we do have Wiggins. Levine's probably a starter someday, if not now. So I could see them cleaning up the logjam a little bit. And, yes, taking D'Angelo... Where am I calling? D'Angelo Russell, pardon me, would deepen the logjam just a bit there. That would make things even more crazy, and people would get pissed off, I'm sure.
Well, something I actually thought about today while I was at work. Hank will tell you I love Ed Davis. I'm a massive fan of Ed Davis. Now, with all that talent and all the wings that you've got and the really good guards, I think a guy like Ed would be the perfect starting power forward for you guys. Just doesn't need the ball. He blocks shots. He rebounds. He hustles his butt off. I just think he'd be a really good fit there in next season. Because think about it, if you got Ed Davis, Gorgie in the middle, Wiggins, Levine,
Yes.
Rubio, there's a lot of weapons there. You don't need him. You don't need that power forward dominating the ball. He's happy just starting and rebounding and putting back some garbage points.
Yeah, and that could be, in a lot of ways I see Adrian Payne that way as well.
But
I would not mind Ed Davis.
if you want to trade him straight up for Mohammed, I'm willing to do that deal.
Maybe. No, it kind of depends on how they value, how much they value A, Muhammad, and B, Adrian Payne. We gave up a protected pick for him.
Okay.
Atlanta just kind of left him for dead, basically. Not meaning to. They're just having a great season, and they have a lot of depth in their position. And unfortunately for him, he was kind of like that redshirt freshman that couldn't get off the bench in the NCAA tournament game because there's he's playing on Kentucky, maybe. That's kind of what the Hawks are right now.
Don't get me wrong, I do like Adrian Payne, but I mean you could still keep him. I mean he could easily back up at centre and power forward. So
yeah, and he's rough around the edges a bit, like I always say.
Just a thought.
Yeah. Ed Davis is awfully young too. Still, that's the good part. I mean, he's not super young anymore.
20,
I suppose he's
25,
turning
26. So.
Yeah, 25, turning 26 on the 5th of June. That's about my favorite time of year there.
Easily played at least 33, 34 at a good level.
Yeah, power forwards tend to last a long time. Yeah. See Tim Duncan, Garnett, but Duncan more so. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Duncan's not out for the season. He's playing every game, and he looks healthier than he did 5 years ago. What the hell is going on here? Jeez, is he playing in Phoenix? Remember the Oasis?
Maybe he lives in Phoenix. Maybe he's getting his water imported from Phoenix.
Yeah, I guess so. My goodness. I mean, oh my God. Even though it's slightly off topic, it's still basketball, so that's what's fun about this show. When you look at Garnett and Duncan, my goodness. And I know Garnett had 4 more years of NBA versus college, so that does affect things a bit, but still.
Yeah. But KG's still a good rebounder and defender. His offense has dropped off a lot.
Yeah, and he's got that hitch in the giddy up that's pretty much killed his farewell tour with the Wolves. It looks like I don't know if he's gonna play again.
Oh, geez, I hope he could just squeeze out one more year. I just think the Wolves need him on the bench and on the court for next year at least, for next season at least. Just purely for the leadership and to stick a rocket up some blokes, like guys like Peck and keep Wiggins fire burning and all that sort of stuff. Just leadership, and not being afraid to call guys out if they're not working hard.
Yeah, I would love to have him back on the court, and he's going to be hanging around here for a while because of the other reason. He's probably going to be a minority owner, and eventually maybe he's going to be a Jordan with the Hornets. Yeah. Hopefully more successful though.
Yeah, he should be. There's a lot of talent on this Wolves team, young talent, I should say.
Yeah,
very young talent.
Yep. Good. And with that said, I do like the Hornets too. Oh, well, go ahead. Actually, like them now.
Good times ahead for you, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think so. Like Wiggins, it's like he went through a little stretch there where he was probably getting tired, probably something. Like it's your first year and you start slow, obviously. Then you start to really pick up, and then some things might not go your way, and your confidence dips a little bit. I think that's what took place. And obviously exhaustion, tired, playing a schedule that's like way tougher than college. And then last night against the Lakers looked awfully good.
Yeah, I think you're right, and all those things you just mentioned. It's probably all that.
It's like the whole above thing. I mean, most rookies do go through that stuff.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
I'm sure even LeBron did. I don't remember now. I wish I remember, but
you're asking the wrong. You're asking the wrong guy to remember that far back. You probably had a mini slump.
I'm getting really old, aren't I? If I think like LeBron, it's like LeBron's a long time ago. Yet it's like part of me is almost like he just started. Boy, time's a ticking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure. Joey? You're like, Joey, Father Time's
It
undefeated.
is, mate. Doesn't do the job.
Yep.
What do they call it in wrestling? When you do the job, Father Time doesn't do the job for anyone.
No, it doesn't. It kills
That's
you.
it.
Oh, okay, maybe, yeah.
It does kill you.
I suppose.
It
Yeah.
kills you in many ways. Your sporting career, your just everything.
Yep, work, whatever it is. You're like, Joey, how dare you? Speaking of Father Time, dare I ask the question, or not even ask a question, but I guess it's Kobe's final season next year, so he says, huh?
Well, he did say that, and then he said it wasn't.
It changes.
I really hope it is.
Yeah, you get to that point. He's kind of like Jordan with the Wizards, isn't he? He's kind of getting to that point.
Yeah, his body's just not allowing him to do the things that his brain wants to, which is a bloody shame because he's still got an intense desire to play and to win. But if your body keeps saying no, there's got to be a time where he just says enough's enough.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a harsh reality, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I was talking about this the other day with a friend, and 5 years ago, you're like, oh, Kobe's only 32. We've just won a championship. He can probably still play at a high level till he's 36, but broke down at 34, 35, and hasn't been the same since. Just a ton of miles on the legs. It just kills you.
Yeah, it's like certain injuries tend to be like the final nail in the coffin, it seems. Like Garnett when he had that knee injury like long ago in Boston. It's like for a couple of years there, it looked like, man, he's done already. And then all of a sudden he got much better again and they went to the finals one more time. Or no, Eastern Conference finals, pardon me. And, well, yeah, they did go to the finals again and then the Eastern Conference finals and all that good stuff. And they kind of had an in and out. But when they went in 2012, yeah, it looked like he's better now. But then ultimately, yeah, that knee's probably going to be the final nail in the coffin for him eventually here.
Yeah, look, I think Kobe, I hate to say it, but I just can't see him getting a good run at next season and getting a good amount of games in. I just feel like his body's going to let him down again. If it's going to be,
yeah,
who knows what it'll be next time? Will his back go? Will his ankle go? Will he keep doing his calf or something? Classic old
knee or
old man injury doing the calf. It's just you just don't know. I mean, I hope he just has a good year, finishes up, and because we're miles off a championship. I mean, I was probably being a bit selfish saying Kobe finish up, free up the cap space. But, we'll finish him up with class, retire his number, and give him a good farewell as best as we can, I guess. Yeah,
it's gonna it's one of those. It is what it is I suppose. Yeah. It's and the whole Jordan with the Wizards, like I was saying, when you're getting older and then the younger guys are developing, and you don't want to like shut them out per se, like freeze them out because you got to take 25 shots, all that stuff.
Oh, I refuse to acknowledge Jordan playing for the Wizards in my dreamland. It never happened.
I apologize.
Never happened.
Yeah, exactly. It's Even though the second year, I'll admit, was better than the first, even though the numbers were better in the first, the second year the play was better. But yeah, it's like still, I mean, the Bulls Jordan is the most unstoppable force to ever play this game, and other than Wilt Chamberlain.
Yep, that's how I want to remember him at the Bulls, not the Wizards. So it never happened. Never speak of it again.
Never happened. Just like the 97 Gophers season, completely canceled because of, even though their Final Four run, of course, their best season ever in recent memory, not counting 1901 or whatever it was, and they won a national championship. I don't even know how that's possible, but, it's because of academic fraud.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's wiped. 0-34 when you look in the record books. It's like, what?
Bugger.
Yep. That's Minnesota right there. I'm telling you. Oh, Lord. Like we win the Super Bowl, we must have like killed somebody or something. Ban the team from the league.
Dear. It's funny. When I listen to T-Wolves explosion, I just the frustration and pain in your voice just comes across. It's not funny, but I chuckle. I'm like, this guy's hurt. This guy's hurting real bad.
Yeah, it's the old, it's the dog days, like the last week, right? You could tell, I was kind of physically tired too, but yeah, it's the dog days. It's like every freaking year.
You're so hungry for a chip, Like I know you've seen the Twins win what do they call it, the pennant?
The World Series. The pennant's the round before that. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
Well, the World Series but I know you really want a Super Bowl, and I know you really, really want an NBA championship, and it really comes across in the pain.
Yeah, my hunger is unbelievable. It's undescribable.
I should laugh at your
lack of
success.
It is funny. It is funny in a way. It's like, it's like, and partially the exhaustion is the dog days every single freaking year. The month of like the late March into April. It's like going to a funeral.
Because I only had to wait like 6 years for another championship.
It was quick, right?
That was quick. We went back to back.
It's like, damn it. 88 to 2000 was a while, but still,
we still got 5 in the 80s.
Yeah, you still got 5 in the 80s and then 5 in the 2000s.
Sorry, mate, it's not fair.
You're like, Joe.
Sorry, it's not nice. I shouldn't mock your team.
Yeah, that's what we get for having bad general managers.
That's it.
The owner's been in question forever, so his first couple of years was like, wow, he's the savior, as forecaster would say, he's the savior, and then ever since the Joe Smith thing, that's what got everything started. Like everybody's like, wow, these people are really bad.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
They suck. Joe Smith. Lose 3 first-round picks eventually, or originally supposed to be 5 for Joe Smith.
Jeez, what was he thinking?
Like, not even Adrian Payne, probably. What were they thinking? Oh, sorry.
No, I don't blame you. Being poopy with that one.
I suppose, other than the Lakers and Wolves game, which is obviously the Showtime and T-Wolves game, there you go, other than that, there's no, is there any need to jump into any type of, detailed game review of any type?
No, because we're shit. And,
yeah.
Sorry for agreeing. As long as we're tanking, I'm happy.
And it's kind of the same here, in a sense. As long as we get a top 5 pick, top 3 preferably.
Yeah, like I said before, we're just having a chat before, I just watch the games not hoping to win, just to look at the young talent and watch guys like Ed Davis and Clarkson, guys like Clarkson develop. And, I enjoy watching Wayne Ellington. I hope he stays. And I like Jordan Hill, so that's what I get out of the games. And, yeah.
That's the fun of it. Yep. Yeah, that's the fun of it when... Sorry.
No, just agreed with it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that's the fun of... That's the fun of it, is watching guys develop. We got... we had to trade away our disgruntled guy. We'll talk about him very shortly. Because I can.
Yep.
If I can jab Kevin Garnett, I can jab Kevin Love.
Wow, it's going to be brutal.
But, yep. We're going to have fun with that. But, yeah, no, being able to watch Andrew Wiggins develop, and the optimism there, it's super high. It's sky high. Drawing fouls, all that good stuff.
Couldn't agree more, eh? It's going to be fun.
Levine, yeah. It's all the same. And I do like, how you can mention like Clarkson and stuff? Yep. Guys like that. And stuff, pardon me.
Yeah, that's
right. But I really like Lorenzo Brown, man. That guy's he's a tough guy, isn't he? He's solid.
You've changed your tune.
Which one?
On Lorenzo Brown.
Oh, did I rip him?
Not ripped him, but you weren't a huge fan.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was kind of making fun of Yeah, it's like, what's going on here? Flip. Like, when he changes his mind, he changes his mind. Holy moly. Because there was a while, I have no idea. That's why they call him Flip, I guess. But, there was a while there, I remember now what you're talking about. It's when, I was like, Lorenzo Brown's playing, like, 48 minutes, and, like, Zach LaVine's barely even getting in the game. What's going on here? Now LaVine gets all the playing time, and Brown gets 0. But I think he's a worthy backup point guard, like defensive, nice passer, tough, aggressive, all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't see any issue with keeping around as a backup for all the reasons you just said. So
yeah, just keep him for that. He's solid. And if he's Thursday,
Rubes is the man. Rubes is the man there.
I hope so. No, forecaster gave him a hard time.
Forecasters, I don't know what he's smoking. Seriously.
Yeah, he was a bit too harsh. He always, I think both of us are guilty of this, me and forecaster. We always pick a guy and we just, we pick a whipping boy and we beat the guy to death.
What? You just do an Adrian Peterson and just go to town. Too soon?
Mm-hmm.
Too soon?
Look at you. No, maybe not.
If like I said to you on the show, if you don't want him, send him our way.
Mm-hmm. Adrian? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, him too. Why not?
Oh yeah, Rubio. Yeah, of course. He was doing kind of a pogo stick, the poor guy, when he was playing the Thunder there. And see him jumping up and down. It's like, oh no, please no. Yeah, I hate it. It's when he's healthy, he'll stay healthy for a while, but when he gets some type of injury, it's just like plagued him the entire season. Yep. That's a bummer.
Maybe he just comes back too early.
That could be, because I remember Love, it was like that with his broken hand. Oh my God, talk about the most forgettable season ever.
Yeah, that was bad, that one.
Ugh. That destroyed his reputation for like the rest of time.
And you're loving every minute of it.
Knuckle push-ups. Knuckle push-ups. Everybody likes to have their urban legends of that. Punched a wall. God only knows. Hit Pekovic. Who knows?
You'd know if he tried to hit Pekovic. Because
he would be done.
Because he'd be in hospital.
Yep. Especially being the way he is. He's got that Christian Laettner personality, it looks like.
Yeah. Although I did like Laettner a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
He had a good, he had some good side to him, yeah. He had a good side to him and all that. I didn't like his lack of rebounding and stuff, but he wasn't the worst rebounder ever.
No, I think in the end what got Laettner was his knees, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and he had an Achilles tear,
Did he really? Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That wasn't at Minnesota,
yeah,
was it? That was at Detroit. Oh.
Yeah, it was either... It might have been like his season ended with Atlanta, I think. Yeah, it was with Atlanta. Right. And then he was traded... I don't know if he was traded or signed as a free agent with Detroit. Like, the injury happened with Atlanta, and he never played there again and wound up in Detroit.
Yeah.
And they were like 13-3 with him for a stretch there, and they called it better Laettner than never. They're just kind of BSing, 13-3 when Laettner was in the lineup with the Pistons late that season. It was like, wow.
Yeah, he was.
And then they had their little.
He was good. He was good.
Mm-hmm. They had their cute little Duke reunion there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So shall we talk about what Kevin Love did, or not did, but just the news on him, I suppose. But, basically there's a big group photo featuring LeBron James with several Cavs players, and funny, a certain guy was missing from it, and I guess that was LeBron's choice, I suppose. So the mystery is what's going on here with these guys.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? I was listening to ESPN LA today at work on the radio. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they were sort of saying their mail is that he's got 1 foot out the door, that he's a one and done in Cleveland.
It could be, and wow, boy, the Timberwolves are very lucky. I'm smiling about that a little bit.
But
yeah, I
think LeBron's got a bit of buyer's remorse because he wanted Kevin Love.
Yeah, he stonewalled, or what they call that word. I don't even know what to call it. Like Vito Corleone, the front office saying, "Get Kevin Love here," basically, and they got Kevin Love here, and they had to give up Andrew Wiggins and that guy. But we'll talk about him. But yeah, they had to get those two guys that are not available right now with Wiggins. I mean, luckily we got him. I'm thrilled. Thank you very much, LeBron. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I said on the Courtside podcast that I think even if they come close, if they win the championship, I think he'll stay. But even if they come close, I thought he would stay. But from LeBron's comments, look, this is just my humble opinion. I just think maybe Kevin needs to just show LeBron he's got a bit of ticker. Go inside and really do some dirty work and not piss and moan about, I'm not a stretch four. Well, then how about you post up a bit or do something? I mean, I know he's a great rebounder and you need a lot of ticker for that, but I just feel like LeBron was expecting more from Kevin.
Yeah, that was a weird comment, too, like when he said that. I'm not a stretch four yet. A lot of times he's just standing out at the three-point line with his hands out, like, okay, here we go. Like he's at an all-star game.
If that's what you do, if that's what your role on this team is, like Chris Bosh came from Toronto to Miami, took a lesser role. I mean, he became a jump shooter. All Kevin Love has to say to the media is, my role is very similar to that to Chris Bosh. When LeBron hits me, I'm ready. And if LeBron wants me to post up, I'll post up. Whatever it takes to get this team a championship, I'll do it. Instead of putting out stupid shit like, our relationship is evolving and we're not best mates and all this sort of stuff. Even if you have to bullshit, say, we go out to dinner, we shoot some pool, all this sort of stuff, whatever. Just bullshit. Because all this stuff is fuels what we're talking about it. Media's going to be writing about it over there. It's every press conference is going to be, how's your relationship with Kevin Love? Or how's your relationship with LeBron James, Kevin?
Never ending. Yeah, there's constant distraction from the franchise. And this is a team trying to win a championship. And this is a guy who went on multiple sports shows before he was traded from the Timberwolves saying, this losing is just painful in my heart. And if losing is painful in your heart, why the flying...
Bleeping?
I might as well say it. Should I just say it? Yeah, what the hell. Why the flying fuck are you not posting up, doing everything you possibly can to help that team win? When you are a guy who can score 26 points a game, why aren't you giving it every ounce of effort and passion? Because this is a golden opportunity of a lifetime compared to winning 15 games, 17 games with Kurt Rambis. God knows what with Edelman. I don't even remember anymore. It's like a Russian roulette with Rick Edelman as coach, isn't it?
That was bad. Yep.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell happened there. Why is he not giving it everything he got? Because if he is, they are going to win the championship. Damn it! I want to. I guess none of these guys have quite the same hunger, do they? Some of them do. LeBron does.
Yeah. Look.
Sorry.
Look, mate. He's. Kevin Garnett is actually a decent post-up guy. But really? I say this to Hank on the other show. What is it with all these big power forwards, and Ibaka's another one, who just want to be chained to the three-point line? I just don't get it. I mean, I can handle Dirk doing it. Dirk's been doing it since he was a rookie at 19. That was his game. He was always been his game. But Ibaka's this year's taken that many threes, and Kevin Love's, I think he's averaging 9 threes a game. I just don't like it. Go inside. You're 6'10" or 11, big unit. Go inside.
So he must not be a stretch four then, I guess. I don't know what he is then. Then what is he? A designated 3-point shooter or a backup Wayne Ellington, 6'10" Wayne Ellington, or what is he? What is this guy?
Mate, you might have to get him on. He probably wouldn't go on Timberwolves Explosion now, would he?
I gotta get him with me and the forecaster and Vince Germano. I guess. Dash away. No. Hey, now, okay, guys, I'm out of here. It's like, no, that didn't last long. Christian Laettner only lasted 3 minutes on a show in town because they asked him the question about. They asked him, "Is it true? Is it true? It's an urban legend in this town. It's either true or let's put it to rest. Did you go around the locker room pointing to every locker saying loser, 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 and then winner?" And he just said, "Well, I don't remember it, so it must be an urban legend." And he basically said, "Okay, gotta go," and he hung up. It's like, oh shit. Isn't that crazy?
I could see Leitner doing that.
Mm-hmm. That's his personality right there. Love would do it. Yeah, like a 20-year. He is 20 years younger. Jeez, yeah, 68, 88.
Jeez.
Yes, I do have that kind of memory. I'm kind of weird.
It's interesting how he said Westbrook should be MVP.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah. Part of it is they're like buddies, and he's got like 99 triple doubles. We're happy for him.
Even then, it's dumb to say it.
Oh. Yeah.
Like,
what?
If your relationship isn't great with LeBron, one way you could maybe just make it a little better is come out and say, "Man, LeBron is MVP. This guy is amazing, and this and that and whatnot."
Mm-hmm. I think Westbrook should get consideration. Just like that. If you really like your buddy so much, then there
Play
you go.
the media. Just work it smart. Don't create more controversy or speculation or anything like that. You could derail your whole season.
Yeah, he is not good at the media at all. Like, he sucks.
He's not good.
Mm-hmm. It's safe to say he sucks.
Yep. at media performance, anyway.
At media performance, yep. And everything. No, media performance, sorry.
You're just...
And defense, there we go.
He's got to fix that D.
Mm-hmm. I'm so mean.
You're bitter. You're bitter and twisted.
Yes, sir. Really briefly, I'll just keep this super brief. Chase Budinger out of nowhere has been shooting nicely. He's been playing well, rebounding even. He even blocked a shot.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, he's having a nice little run. I'm not fooled, but
well,
still.
I think you're a bit hard on Chase.
A little bit.
Little bit.
He can. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll leave that. Yeah, you'll hear a positive. This is a foreshadowing. You'll hear a positive review of Chase Budinger on the other show this coming week.
I bloody hope so, because I just like you were on Alexi Shved. I told you to give him time, but you and Marcus, because you're impatient for success and all this sort of stuff, you just write him off after 5 minutes. Look at him, Shved's killing it.
What? It's Jeremy Lin syndrome. I'm so mean.
Oh, mate.
You're like,
you
no.
Just...
Isn't that weird how certain guys play well in New York? That's weird. Raymond Felton just sucked in Portland, and then in New York he was awesome.
Yeah, But Raymond ate a lot of donuts.
Yeah, oh my God. When I see him on Dallas, like, oh my God, he's bigger than Khalid El-Amin.
I remember Khalid El-Amin.
And about as tall, too. Yeah, he's a frigid legs, about as tall. He's as tall as like those little beer fridges.
Yeah, I'm happy Chase is playing better, because if he's around when you guys are a playoff team, I can see him coming off the bench and hitting big threes, and he can run the break and finish. He's really athletic too.
Yeah, maybe his knee's getting better and he's building some confidence. I mean, in all fairness, like I said, I'm going to give him a good review because, there's something positive to look forward to there. And he is playing legitimately well right now. I just hope and pray it's not Ricky Davis syndrome like that, the dog days and getting good numbers. But he's supposed to be a pretty good player. That's why they gave him $5 or $5 million. I'm losing my mind here. That's what happens when you're broke. Okay, so I'm thinking about a $5 bill here. One other super brief thing. Well, brief because of time. We've been having a lot of fun here. Flip was irate at the Jazz reporters talking about the Wolves are tanking and it's ridiculous. They only have 7 players out there and one of them dressed and he's hurt, but he's dressed just because just to fill league regulations. That was Kevin Martin. Yeah. He's just dressed for the hell of it. So Yeah, and he basically said that's irresponsible. That, anybody like that would, if they're working for ESPN, would be fired.
Well,
We're not tanking, all
are
that.
these the same Jazz reporters that were watching the Jazz when they sucked and got good first round picks?
I hope so. Yeah. So yeah, it's obviously the old hypocrisy word, isn't it?
Whiz. Look, Lakers are tanking. You guys are tanking. Who else is tanking with us?
Sixers.
The Sixers are blatantly tanking. They're picking guys in the draft they know they're not getting for another 2 years or so.
Yeah, out for the season, stuff like that.
Report on something worthwhile, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's stupid. And they're trading away a guy who's 26, I gave him a hard time. Okay, he was limited with this, good at that. Okay, we know who that is. That is young. They traded him away for, what was that, a protected pick? Was it? Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's a mess. Yeah, but yeah, they're just literally just trading guys away for picks. Yep. And then they trade those guys away for something else. They're kind of David Conning it over there without, I don't know. Hopefully they're good picks for them.
They might hire him next.
Yeah, it's heading that way. I think they're like desperately trying to meet the league minimum salary.
Oh, God. They might have to hire someone that lives 2 hours away from Philly.
That could be. It's kind of like the Jacksonville Jaguars in football. They were like, oh, crap, we got to sign people to meet the league minimum here.
Hey, I'm available.
There you go.
Brett Brown's listening.
Vince Germano, the power forward.
Look, I'd just come off the bench for a couple of minutes and I'd hit a 3 and sit back down.
And have a frothy?
Frothy after the game. Have plenty of cash.
That would be sweet. Oh, man. Then you could put money into bonds and be safe for life. There you go.
Mate. Beautiful.
I'd be thrilled. Yeah, that way you don't spend it. It's just in bonds and you get fixed income, all that good stuff. That's what I would do if I got like a $400,000 or $500,000 salary.
I'll just buy a nice big property in Minnesota and get season tickets and we can just have frothies every night.
Ooh. That would be kick-ass. Oh, that would be kick-ass.
But you'll have to drive me everywhere. You'll be my driver.
You're like, Joey, What was that video I saw on Facebook? I forget what you said. Was that you and Philip Brown?
No, that was we were coming back from the footy and I was in the passenger seat. Friend Brenton was driving and had another friend Chancho at the back. We were just making him laugh because he's got the best laugh in the world. And
yes.
Yeah. And we were just cracking him up. It was like about an hour's drive home, so we were just cracking him up. And he's got a Coke addiction, and by Coke I mean Coca-Cola. So we stopped at McDonald's on the way home and put more Coke into him and drove off again.
And he went, no, that's funny.
He's a legendary guy. He's just got a funniest laugh ever.
Mm-hmm. I forget, what did you say to him? You said, I think you dropped an F-bomb, like you were laughing about something.
I just didn't know how he drives. Because he was crying with laughter. I just said, how the fuck do you drive?
That's what it was. That was funny. I was like, how the fuck do you drive? I was like, this is awesome. I was like, started laughing so hard.
Was it a bit weird that he was on the right-hand side driving? Or,
at first I was like, wait a minute, and then I'm like, oh, I get it. Yep. There it is. Yep, he's on the right-hand side. Joey, you better get it right.
Well, the steering wheel is, but we drive on the left.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Joey, it's a secret, right?
You got to send me a muscle car over from Minnesota or something.
I need to get does a Honda Accord work? It's not quite muscle though. But it's
you can keep that.
It's got some.
You can keep it.
Chevy Impala.
Oh, yes, please. Take one of those.
There you go. Yeah, those are
60s,
fun.
70s, whatever.
Ooh, from back in the day, the
old
school ones. Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, the old schools were. Oh, the old schools were cool.
Yeah.
Yep, those were cool. Yeah, the moderns are like,
Yeah, no, the ones you get today, then they're good. I mean, they're good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, just like the Buick Skylark back in the day versus like the one in the late 90s. That was like horsepower. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's the same here. It's just, I can't believe we're talking about cars on a basketball podcast, but
Yeah, look at me. It's like having
no.
Yep. So with that, we might as well. Yeah, I mean the second segment probably going to be significantly much shorter. This was kind of like the main feature presentation. This segment, so we might as well hit the wraps on this one. Unless you have any final thoughts.
No.
Okay. Yep. There you go. So we'll wrap up this first segment and then come right back to our awards, basically the retro. We'll talk about our retro players, retro Rager, retro T-Wolf, bar fights, and wrap things up. Sound good?
Alrighty.
We'll be back.
Do you shop on Amazon? Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round like Saturn's ring.
We are back on the Showtime and T-Wolf Show, segment number 2. That means it's time to get to Retro Laker, Retro T-Wolf. Are you ready to do your Retro Laker, my friend?
I am ready.
Yes, sure.
Pardon me. My retro Laker, and I've probably done this bloke before, but I'm going to do it again because I'm not sure. So I'm going to go with Robert Horry.
Ooh, I love Robert Horry.
God, do I love me some Robert Big Shot Bob Horry.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Robert Horry through the year playing on your team, and you're like, yeah, he's all right. He rebounds. He's better than all right. You like him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doesn't put up huge numbers. He might give you 7, 8. Sometimes bust out for an 18, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, hey, he gets a handful of rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then playoff time comes, and he something just turns on in his brain.
Yeah.
And you need a big shot. Robert Horry's your man. Just turns it on. It was amazing to watch. I don't know. And then you get to find out that he actually doesn't like playing the regular season. He can't wait for the playoffs. And it got worse as he got older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Horace Grant. Yep.
Just a great pickup from the Suns. I think we gave them back Cedric Ceballos, who was another one of my favourites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. I remember that trade, yep. And
don't get me wrong, I was stoked when we got Robert Horry. Sad to see Ceballos go, but man, it paid off.
Yeah.
Paid off in spades. Was absolutely gutted when he went to the Spurs because I hate the Spurs with the passion. Oh, I loathe them.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that terrible? It was like it's like watching, if you're a 49ers fan, watching them go to, one of your better players go to Dallas. It's like, no.
Yeah. Because
no.
I was like, dude, you only won a championship 2 years ago, last year. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving, Rob? And then you see him hitting all the shots for the Spurs, and it's like, oh, it could have been us. But had a great career. Loved him at LA. I loved him at Houston as well.
Oh, I loved him with Houston. That was my favorite version of him. Like, Joe, you're evil.
No, look, I totally get it.
He was so good.
Just a really unique player. If he had better ball handling, I think he would have had better numbers. But man, what a career! 7 championships.
Yeah, that's ridiculous,
isn't it? It's just, but contributed in every one. It's not like he sat on the bench for the last 3 or something.
Yeah, even the last one when he was getting super duper old, he was still hitting big shots.
Yep, that's exactly right. So, Robert Horry is one of my main men.
And and in that '05 finals too, when they beat the Pistons, he was instrumental.
Yeah, remember that dunk?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The N1?
And the clutch, it was just like, oh no. And then, of course, the clutch threes. There's about 1 billion of those.
Yeah.
Sacramento's still bitter about that one. Oh, could you imagine how bitter they are about that one?
Oh, mate. Well, stuff them.
Yep, they would have definitely won a title that year.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. They're like us, still waiting after Sam Cassell's injury. Son of a, we would have beat the Pistons. We matched up pretty good with them, but Joey, the past is the past, right?
I don't know if you would have beaten the Pistons.
You don't think so?
I don't.
We played them so well in the regular season, but I suppose the Pistons were on a mission that year. Oh,
and Billups was just
woo.
killer, and the way the two Wallace boys were playing, and then you had Tayshaw. I don't know, man. I just think it was the Pistons to win. Sometimes I think when you're meant to win it, you win it. As crazy as that sounds. Yeah,
like just that, the 87 Twins had by far the worst record in that postseason, and they were, they were meant to win. So that's how it is sometimes. The team in the college hockey, this is really weird, but this will never happen in the college basketball tournament, but the lowest seed team beat the number 1 seed, which was the Gophers. Yeah, that was cute. In the first round, and they won the national championship about 4 rounds later. So sometimes destiny's on your side.
Yep, absolutely.
The second back-to-back Rockets, and they had enough players to win anyway, but still,
yeah, that's another one. Yep.
Yeah, only 48 wins, and they just flew to that thing. They were better that year.
That's it.
They swept everybody. It's like, holy smokes, man! I remember the look on Dave Robinson's face. Remember that? It's just like,
Mate, that was so enjoyable to watch. That Rockets team,
weren't they? Oh my God! Whenever I hear about Robert Horry, I think right away the Rockets, and the Lakers too, of course. But I go back to the beginning with him. So fun to watch.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm. So I went way down. We went down memory lane with that name. Very, very classic. So now I was talking about a guy who's been playing pretty nice lately. That's Chase Budinger, hitting some threes, and obviously he has athleticism too. But the threes is kind of like it's kind of his signature in a sense. It's kind of like one of the main attractions for the Wolves, especially a team that's dying for consistent 3-point shooting, regardless of the coach's schemes not quite being compatible with that, which I'm still. I'm still a little bit miffed by that. So we'll go with a guy who's similar, a guy who is the ultimate, I think could be an ultimate role player on a great team, and he was on the best Timberwolves team ever, and he's a really nice college coach, even though they got one and done this year, and that's Fred Hoiberg.
The mayor of that place. No, I'm kidding. Hoiberg Town, whatever it is.
Hoiberg Town, yep, I'm so bad. Ames, Iowa. Yep, I was like, where was that again? Yeah, Ames, Iowa. The head coach of the Iowa State somethings. No, I'm so crazy.
Original name.
Cyclones. Yep, the somethings. Yep, the Iowa State Cyclones. Yeah, just an amazing. He was so when he shot the ball, it's like it's going in, isn't it? Yep. He hit so many threes, and they were always at such good times. It was really awesome. He was just a perfect role player for the Timberwolves on a great team, like a Paxson kind of almost.
Yeah, I remember him well. I remember a lot of shots he hit for you guys. It was because the T-Wolves. We got a few games of the T-Wolves over here. I know Longley wasn't playing, but it must have been just that connection or something. But yeah, we got T-Wolves games back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was only when he was in 03, 04, 04, 05.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think he only played 2 years here because he had to retire at age 32, which was his number, amazingly. He had a situation where an artery was inflamed, and he needed a pacemaker and everything. And it's just it's crazy. And I remember we were wondering, why are his minutes so limited? What is going on? isn't he more valuable than that? And we found out it was basically if he took a nice shot to the chest, driving to the basket, or somebody just, somebody else is driving to the basket, and they just kind of for whatever reason, incidental contact, put an elbow in his chest, that guy could die.
Jeez, I didn't realize it was inflamed artery. Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. Like one of the big ones, like connected to your heart really close by. It's pretty damn scary. Like the wall was weak or whatever, basically.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was just like, oh shit. So yeah, he instead of playing with a pacemaker the next season, he just called it quits. But stuck with the organization. Was one of the assistant general manager to McHale, and then later when David Kahn came in, he actually did something smart and promoted Fred Hoiberg to vice president of basketball operations. That was awesome, and he was he was fantastic. But then next thing you know, Ames, Iowa was calling come coach the Iowa State Cyclones, and he was out of here. It's like shit.
They should send him out for coaching next season.
That's my number one choice. Yep, that's my number one choice for head coach of the Timberwolves. And I guess there's rumors about Chicago too, like possibly he's making a pitch for him because Tom Thibodeau might be on his way out.
If Tibbs is available, get Tibbs.
Yes. Yep.
That's a no-brainer. Oh.
Yeah. We need some defense here. We need defense. We need to breathe. You watch this?
Oh man.
Like Garnett caused a little surge on the defensive side, and that was awesome. But, that's not going to last forever. You need an actual coach and players to do that. And you bring in Thibodeau. He can get that culture going that direction.
Oh, man. He would. I would. If you got Tibbs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's my number one choice. Sorry.
And that almost makes me firm up a bit.
Isn't that crazy? You're like Tom Thibodeau to the Lakers. You're like, yes, Joe.
No, I want you guys to get Tibbs.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! I'm just throwing that out there for fun. Like imagining, I bet you'd be on to go after him too.
Oh yeah, but they're not going to sack. They're not going to sack Byron Scott after 1 year. I mean, I would.
Yeah, for the right guy. Yeah, but yeah, it's like too many changes. That's the sucky part. It gets like insane. Like, okay, we're paying like 7 coaches now.
Yep, but I still would do it just to get Tibbs.
Yeah, because there it is. The future is now. It doesn't have to be 3-4 years.
That's it.
And the Wolves, please go after Tom Thibodeau. And obviously, he has to agree to come here on 4. That's no guarantee. And obviously, Hoiberg's a guy I'm super high on. The sucky part is, at first I was thinking, hell, maybe Hoiberg will leave now. He'll just leave Iowa. He'll come here after getting beat in the first round. But then reality setting in my head, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He's going to say that he has unfinished business there after that.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn it. So it's probably at least another year for that, if not 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, well, you can only ask, hey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At least try.
Talk to the man.
Yeah, at least try. You never know. And I stupidly just, semi off topic, I stupidly picked Iowa State to go to the Final Four. Oh. But I still have Louisville and Kentucky in the championship. Oh, go ahead.
I think you're pretty safe with Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty safe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did I step on you there? It sounded like you were going to say something.
No, mate. I was just agreeing, saying yep.
You're yes, sir. But yeah, my Paul Tuniverse Kenneth. That's a nickname we give him. Or he gave himself, actually. It's kind of a fun nickname because he's into art and all that. But, God, he loved Fred Hoiberg. Every time Hoiberg would shoot the ball and it goes, he's just... And Paul's usually a pretty reserved guy. He doesn't say much unless he gets extremely pissed, like playing a video game or something. But he just loved Hoiberg because just how easy he made it look. He just that catch and shoot. He wasn't out to try to be a star player. He was there to do his job, make 3-pointers, and he did it.
No, that's a good pick. I like the mayor.
Yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, his 3-point percentage in Minnesota about 46% in those 2 years.
That's good work. That's good work.
That's awesome, and that's over 300 attempts in those 2 years, by the way. So it looks like, that's a lot of shooting right there, and fantastic. We'll take it any time right there. About 320-ish times. My goodness, and 46%. Yeah. Great guy, great fit, all that good stuff. So there it is. Shall we wrap things up with a bar fight?
Yeah, you can hit me with your bar fight.
You're like, okay, a guy would like to smash a beer glass over.
Oh.
Okay, or just the whole situation with the injuries of the Timberwolves. Maybe maybe I should be nice on that one. I was gonna say Anthony Bennett because he was supposed to be back like 2 weeks or so after 2 weeks, and it was 1 week later Garnett was here, and yeah, that was 5 weeks ago. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's frustrating. In general, I suppose I'll just give it to the injuries. It's bullshit. Too many injuries.
No, I'm hearing you, but I'm going to give mine. I'm going to give mine to you.
What? Oh my goodness!
And I know you're follically challenged. So the beer glass would probably cut you open a bit, but you deserve it.
Ooh.
And that's because you've been a bit harsh on giving Garnett the Johnny Flynn Award. Also, not just for that, because on your show, you know how much I like Peck, and you pretty much said, "I wish you would retire," or "You're going to retire." So you get one bottle across the back and one bottle across the front.
Double, wow.
Yeah, because you pissed me off. No, no, just it's come on, mate. It's Peck and Garnett.
What's with all the love on Pekovic all of a sudden? No.
Oh, mate, I had him in my top 10 last year. Remember?
Oh yeah.
The courtside top 10 centers.
Yeah.
He was number 9. I like Peck.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like him too.
No, you can't say you like him too. You want him to retire.
It's just for me, it's like the injuries seem to be getting worse and worse, longer term. Like it's almost like permanent now. It's getting ridiculous.
Oh, do you want to come back and play on that team?
That's the hard part. Yeah, that's the hard part. I get that part, but at the same time, it's like, what is my reasoning anyway? Right? No, it's
just hating on. You like McCoy. You get a hard on for someone, and you just hold on to it, and you don't let it go.
It's the contract combined, and I know that's not his fault, Flip. And Flip's done a lot of good for the organization, so I won't bar fight him or anything. But it's like the contract, the injuries, and my affection for Gorgie.
That's what it is. Now
that's what it really is. Yeah. And,
now it's coming out.
Oh, but I hate the baby hook. See, when Pekovic posted up and made moves, my God, he was good. That up and under and the moves he made. I mean, he almost made some Tim Duncan like moves at some point in time, and it seemed like it's just like, nah, we're just going to stick to the baby hook now.
I just want to see him hurt people.
Yeah, it seems like for someone his size, he's not as aggressive as you'd think he would be. And then the excuse is he's not athletic enough, you know.
Oh, stuff that. I mean, he's as big as a brick outhouse. Just knock people over.
Yeah.
Because even if he gets a charge, I guarantee you they're not stepping in front of him again. Because he will absolutely murder them. He'll flatten them.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's like baby hook. There's nothing physical about a baby hook shot. I don't get that. And I know it might be lack of height. That's one thing. Like when I'm going against a guy who's taller than me, I tend to resort to that without even realizing it. I just start shooting baby hooks. And I'm like, oh, I don't even realize I'm doing that. It's just like instinct.
Yeah, wait till I play you, mate. You won't get a shot off.
Joey, you're going to be doing baby hooks all day.
Big Aussie's going to show you how to play properly.
Uh-oh. But then again, I got that dream shake, though. I'm telling you.
Oh, please. I was the master of the dream shake.
Uh-oh. Joey's in big trouble. So we're going to see who's Robinson and who's Elijah circa 95.
Oh, I'm going to be Elijah. You're going to be Paul McKeskey.
Oh. Joey's going to be Bill Wennington. It's like, yeah, right? Bill Wennington?
No, Paul McKeskey.
Oh, no. No, not even Bill Wennington, huh?
No, you can be Bill. All right.
Yes. No, Bill Wennington. Why do I want to be that guy? Maybe I want to be Paul McKeskey or Jim McIlvaine. There we go.
Oh, decent shot block.
Yeah, yep.
Hell of a contract.
John Contract. Yep.
Yep.
That's like the NBA right there. All those old, like, all those centers back in the day, they'd sign him for like $1 billion and they'd get like 2 points a game.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how it was. It still kind of is, actually, but Pekovic. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, see, that's...
Joey, I'm going to kill you. No, I didn't say that.
That's what you get, mate.
He's better than those guys, yeah. I'm crazy.
Just a bit.
No, he's a good rebounder, too. I hope I'm not talking about him in past tense. I mean, I'd love to see him. It would be maybe him coming off the bench, but playing like several, like 28 minutes, like a big like backup. Like it's a ton of minutes.
Yeah,
we'll see. Because I mean, obviously, yeah, limiting it. See, that's what was stupid. And I kept saying Flip needs to flip the minutes for Gorgie and Pekovic. Like Gorgie playing 35 minutes is not going to hurt him. Pekovic playing 35 minutes is going to hurt him. So why not flip-flop it a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying there. Trying to save his body a bit.
Yeah. Then maybe, just maybe, the injuries will reduce and maybe he could achieve his goal of play 82. That's how he called it back when he signed the contract. My goal is to play 82.
Fair enough.
That's a
good goal. Good goal. Don't see it happening ever, but
yeah,
it's nice to dream.
I wish in a big way. So with that, dare we look to wrap this sucker up?
I dare say we wrap it up.
We do. Yep. Thank you again, all, very, very much for listening. Remember, Showtime and T-Wolves, of course, like I hopefully said at the beginning, available on thesportstuff.com and on iTunes. Do check out our Facebook page and our Twitter account. There's also Vince's Twitter account. Would you like to mention that out there?
VANRAK 44.
At V. Yep. And then and then the official Twitter for this show is at Showtime T-Wolves. At Showtime T-Wolves. And look up Showtime and T-Wolves on Facebook. Would be greatly appreciated. Basically, it's facebook.com/Showtime T-Wolves. So that would be fantastic to have you click like on that and comment all you like.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And with that also, we'll give you a phone line, 209-736-7877, 209-736-7877. And for those of you in Australia, you don't necessarily have to call that number. Via Skype, just look up TSS on Skype. That's another way you can do it, so you don't have to worry about long distance or this or that. You can call via Skype and leave a voicemail too, so you don't have to call from a landline or a cell phone unless it's on Skype anyway. So these days you can do that. Yeah, sure. So with that, dare we wrap this sucker up? We hope for the best with these teams, the draft, all that good stuff. Hope we can release another show soon. I think so, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. I'm sorry. And obviously there's no guarantee. I can understand that thought if that's out there, because scheduling we don't know what.
No. We. Geez, around this time of year we should be able to. Well,
yeah.
I know with my schedule anyway, we should be able to.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I mean we'll do our best to try to get a weekly on Friday, Thursdays, Fridays, whatever it is, or bi-monthly, whatever it is. We'll do our best. We'll try to get us back rolling again. Again, we do apologize. Thank you again. Do tell a friend about the show. It's greatly appreciated. So,
yeah, we don't have an advertising budget.
No, we don't. We gotta get that out there too one of these days. Yep. Joey's gotta drop some coin.
Yeah.
So thank you again, everyone. And with that, I might as well say, go Timberwolves.
Go the draft.
Go draft. Go draft. Go draft all the way for both of us.
Top 5 pick.